Good morning, everybody. We just woke up this morning. What I have an issue with Twitter is that there's only celebrities on there, and there ain't no like people, in our area, like Decatur or Athens, Tennessee, or we're looking for people in our area that, we're not looking for married couples. We're looking for single women that don't have a lot going on. And, if you got kids and you got kids, we'll take you, but, whatever package you got, if you can take our package. Uh, like my husband saying, when we went to pick yesterday, there's only old people, coming up to us, and I see where my husband's getting irritated, a little bit. I get irritated a lot, but you know we want to see the old people that works there, that are for our customers that's young, our age, around 20s and 30s. We're not looking for old people. We're not looking for serious citizens. We're looking for young, where we can get out and have fun and explore things, go to the movies, go bowling, go to the park, go shopping. My man likes to go shopping. He's got something in common with a female. Yeah, we're a married couple, but we'll take a single woman that's in Decatur or Athens, that is single, don't have a lot going on, don't have no drama, in our lives. We don't want to hear about you being raped. We don't want to hear about you being hurt, or we don't do drugs. We don't smoke. Do we don't smoke. We're straight poor. We're honest people. It's like the only thing, like my husband said, the only thing we got going is, going shopping when we get our asses out, or maybe doing laundry or dishes or house chores. Or I'll go outside and play with my animals. Like, I got bunnies, I got cows, I got cats, I can go for a walk. I'm not going to church that much anymore, because I got sick the other day. I had to go to the doctor. I got to go to the doctor today to get my shot today, for my migraines. So I don't get any more migraines anymore. I feel the same way my husband does. We're on the same page. We don't fuss and argue. We sit down and we talk about things. Like he said, this morning he woke up early, and he said, he's like, he has a clock in his head. He gets up when he's got a clock in his head. We were just sitting there talking. He said I could talk to him about anything. I just tell him, I got a lot on my mind. I've been thinking about a lot of things lately. Christmas is coming around. We don't care about the goddamn COVID shit. I'm gonna let you know right now. There is no such thing as the COVID. You might have a head cold, like I do. I got a head cold. I can take Tylenol. If you want to take the COVID shot, take it. If you don't take it. We want somebody beautiful and smart come to our door that's in Decatur. If you're single, we don't take married couples. Sorry. We don't like men. We don't like men at all. It's freaking stupid. It's like you guys don't understand what we're going through. We don't have no family. We don't have no friends. We don't have nobody coming around. It's just us two and my dogs. I just bought a new dog. Or I got a free dog yesterday. Her name is Holly. I thought because of the season, Holly would be pretty, because of the season. And, I had fun going shopping with my man yesterday. We went out to eat. He let me go to the thrift store, and stuff, and, I found a pretty Christmas tree, in the creek the other day. It has little red and white candy cane stickers on it. It's really pretty. We had a great Thanksgiving. It was just us two and my dolls. We watched the Thanksgiving parade on TV. It sucked. There wasn't our favorite floats, was there, baby? There wasn't our favorite floats on there. It was just like, people from Japan and bands. And I mean, the best part was the Santa and the Santa Claus part. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. I know my husband said there ain't no such thing as a Santa, but it's people dressed up in a Santa suit. But that's the fun for the kids. That's for the kids. Like my husband said, that's for the kids. For Christmas. It's not for adults. But there's gonna be a parade, Christmas parade in Decatur, Tennessee on December the 25th. It starts at 1:45 p.m. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna go or not. I probably won't. But the only thing I do is like house chores. I come on here because I want to get things off my chest. Like for example, I can talk to my husband about anything, and he understands what I'm feeling, or he's you women, you single women don't understand. You got to get to know him in and out. He's sweet on the inside and he's handsome on the outside. Yeah, he has autopsy, but he does really good for walking. And he makes me proud because, he's a strong man. I never been with a man that's so strong and smart and handsome and hard working. I mean, if you seen him at Hardy's, you wouldn't believe how hard work he worked his ass off. I mean, this man right here next to me is the hardest working man I've ever married. Single women, please, darlings. I'm not yelling or screaming. I'm having just a normal voice. Yeah, for example, my husband said, you guys shouldn't be scared that he's got a loud voice. I do too sometimes. He gets that from his dad. He's got a loud voice. And he gets it from his dad. And his dad, was a wonderful man. I mean, very wonderful man. He said if his dad was here, he would, spend all the time with his dad, because he loves his dad, and I love his dad. And single women, if you can just listen to my man and sit down and have a normal conversation, he won't yell, he won't scream at you. Now, if you force him to, he will. You're not going to come in here sleeping all day long. If you sleep for 3 days, you're going out the door. You're going to go straight out the door. No buts or no comments. You're not going to fuss and fight. You're just going to walk out that door, or we're going to throw your freaking shit up the goddamn door. We're going to say hit the high road. Because, we don't need that. We want somebody awake and wanting to do fun things, We want people having baseball and basketball and dolls like me in common, draw, color, something in common with me, or us together, we like different music. We like going shopping and what else, babe? We like wrestling, We like only single women. No senior citizens or married couples. It's stupid, like my husband said, every time I go in the store with him, they like come up to me like serious citizens, I'm not looking for that. I get irritated when you guys do that. Come up to me and just start making a conversation. You don't know me. If you're in the pig, you don't know me. You don't know what I am in the inside or the out, or him in the in or out. It's like, it's freaking stupid. Come on now. We want 20 and 30s, a young woman, single. please come out here and talk, and or you can text us off here. It's on our videos. Our numbers are out there. You guys act like you're scared. Get over that. You're an adult. Stop acting like a 2-year-old. That's just getting on my fucking nerves. I want this and he wants this. Let's go. Let's not worry about what's out in the country. We don't care what's going on. We don't care about politics. We don't care about presidents. We don't care about the COVID crap. That's getting ridiculous. We're tired of hearing those excuses come out of you guys, like asking for money in carts. We are not doing money in carts. If you want to come on your own. Watch this video. It's getting on my goddamn nerves. You guys don't watch the whole thing. You guys just watch part of it. Watch the whole fucking video. This is getting ridiculous. But here's my man.
Well, I've made many videos, I guess, myself, but I don't know. I don't know what really do. I've aggravated my wife. I said, "What you got to do? Go out here streaking, be butt naked, and get somebody to look at you or something." I told her, like I said before, it's like I can go in there and yesterday had some old fucking 70-something, 80-year-old person come up, and somebody from fucking one of them churches we used to go to or whatever, but golly. That's, like I said, it's peanuts. And like I said, it's nothing against that. It's just really, I'm not in the mood, and I don't want to talk to people like that. I know some people could or can, and I'm just not. I'm not interested. I may be almost 40, but there's still a part of me that wants to do some stuff and things while I still got time to do them. Your body ain't gonna hold up probably for forever like this. But I've been pretty good at having what I've had, not withstanding what we all got wrong with us. But it's how we were, put here. So there's no way of getting around all that. But no, the Twitter stuff, I was telling her, and she kept trying to tell me these people. I said, yeah, where are they at? Where's their stuff at? For all these damn celebrities, they stick out like a sore thumb on there. And, I hope I never see another celebrity ever again. As long as I live, anyway. I don't, it's ridiculous. These celebrities are just like us. They just have a little bit more money. I don't know why, they can't take the simple approach. Uh-oh, you didn't shut it all the way. There you go. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say, because quite frankly, I've covered everything on multiple videos. I've had, very few times I've been out here on here. I've had, people trying to come on here and chat. But, on this thing, but they don't want to do anything but ask you how your day is or what you're doing. Hi, hello. That don't help me. I told my wife that's nothing. But I don't know. It's just one of them things. I came up with something. I think I just fucking screwed us over. I think, but and I told her, we was having this discussion. That, a few times, you get something, and it comes down from somewhere, apartments or wherever. You come down here, like I was telling her, sung that damn Kenny Chesney song, and fucking, I reckon people can't handle my good singing, I guess. My wife, at West Town, we wasn't looking for much. I wasn't, it wasn't, it's been that long ago. Plus, he had bonehead in the way. But, he wasn't paying attention to her, so she come all the way down here. Now, of course, had we have thought at the time, probably, had this idea. It comes some years later, but, it's a little too late, now. I know that one wasn't talking about drugs. She'd actually make good conversation as far as conversation goes. She knows who she is anyway. But, it's too late. I mean, I went through a list of people we've had, we had another one come from there, claimed that they're homeless and all that other mess. Come find out, that one wasn't true. So, a bunch of other things that we discussed, but I don't know. I guarantee you the age probably for this town is probably 50 at least, if not higher. What few kids they going to school, and that crowd is too young. Well, I mean 19, 20, I guess. But, it's pushing it. But I mean, myself, I didn't back up, when I was in school, I didn't really look that much too hard or, to find anything, or like I was telling her, it didn't bother me that there was man and woman couples around. It didn't really, because I was a kid then, things were different, But, I like everybody else that have watched TV. I used to fantasize over about every freaking woman that come on them fucking music videos and everything else. But you realize what they are is pain in the ass, Yeah, they're not, all the celebrities that you run into. That's what Twitter's become. Yeah, there's people out there, but they're like I told her, they're not the main focus. The main focus is all this entertainment bull that's on the TV. I think that's what talked her out of just not staying on it longer. But I couldn't help it. That's what I see. I don't see a thing where you could put your mileage and your where you're from and everything, and have like a narrow it down kind of thing, system on there. And they need to, really need to seriously try to fix something. Put something out there for people. But no, this is the only way we get out. I can't do anything else. There's no places around here that really support any of our wants or needs or anything. It's all the old stuff that everybody's used to seeing, and that's why I said it. Entertainment wise, you go out and try to do anything, it's the same as always. Never changes. So we're not in a big city. We're not in a big famous portion of a state or something. We're at it's small. Weather's good and everything's peaceful pretty much. But it would take somebody, really, really special to understand where the less fortunate crowd comes in. You know, it almost makes me want to see these celebrities starve for a while just so that they know that kind of feels. It almost makes you want to see something bad happen to them somewhat, just so, you know, maybe they wouldn't feel so greedy as it is. That one is supposedly this one off the WWE, which that she probably was. I don't know. I didn't meet her in person, but I again, it's one of those things where they can make the argument. Well, I was just telling you that what we had and what we, and everything. They didn't even mention anything about wanting cards or money or doing anything like that. That came out on her own there, and we don't care about the technology stuff much. This we we got to get away from try to get people away from this stuff. We're gonna if anybody's ever gonna have I told my wife it's somebody's gonna have to break this chain. Something. With this. It's a whole virus thing. We can go around here. We could hide. We could never see a light of day again. The way everybody promotes it and puts it out there on the news, all that stuff, and presidential stuff. I'd rather just get to know somebody for real, and not worry about those things as much, and just have, kids aside. I told my wife, I said, a lot of you women would probably, wait 20 or so years after you've kids has done moved out and everything that you'll go, oh well, I was at one time I was 25 or 30 and now I'm about 50. Well, because and you're gonna go, well, I don't get to have that much fun no more. Things, that's what's telling my wife. It's what makes the world go around, but at the same time, I think it, and I told my wife, I said, I pretty well know too that it's just like it's an epidemic that we got going on with, a lot of the women seem like, and, they won't admit when they need a mental break once in a while. We had one up here that illustrated that, it's like trying to beat a dead horse that my dad would have said, but I was trying to hammer home the point that you need a break once in a while from your damn kids. I don't care if they're two girls, two boys, or one of each. You need a break. You need a break. Every person needs a break. I need a break. Everybody does. Once in a while. I mean, it don't do any good to hold on to them. It's not like I told my wife. It ain't like we got to sit there and watch them pee and poop everywhere every time they go bathroom or they grow an inch or two. Oh my God! You just need to do what you need to do and put. If you're gonna have that stuff, have it. If it's at all possible, and they ain't done something where they can't see their child or something. Well, let them see them.
Yeah.
So it gives us some time to get to know somebody. You don't have to have them up your ass all the day long, and that's a good thing about school. I would say it does force the parents have to do something. It's the law that they have to have some schooling. Although now they got where you can homeschool, but you need a break. My God, it's like you can't be there every time they walk or take steps or run or jump and play. You're gonna have to realize you're over you're exhausting yourself. You're overdoing it. You know, and I like certain kids. I can't. It's just like dogs. I can't say I hate them, but at the same time, I can't say that it's the most thing I'm into. You know, it depends upon who they are, what they are. Um, we had that fucking thing happen up here. I mentioned it before, but had that damn, fire engine shit up here not long ago. And fucking, everybody except for this one person was, the problem. This one person came the problem because she won't make everything about herself. And kind of rubbed me the wrong way because she gets her little butt hurt because trying to make a point, trying to have a good conversation about something that my wife had brought up, and I just chimed in with a little something and told her, was using it as an example. And it's just, it's crazy to get up and go out there and then, you can't say you've had a marriage if you're that easy to offend. I mean, if that's going to make you go out there and tell the whole world all these lies about me, yeah, I've got an attitude problem like everybody else. I got a button, but it's a problem I like to have because what I like to have always, my mom used to always refer to as red flag system. If you're able to 50-50, sit down, compromise, that can always be adjusted and we can work around it, but because nobody's gonna be happy 100% of the time. Something may come up and just maybe a slight misunderstanding, but a father needs to be able to sit down there and be able to say, hey, look, it's just whatever it is, if it's a bill or whatever it is. If it's something like that, it's just a piece of paper, and we can figure out how to pay it, when to pay it, or whatever. Money's not all what the world runs on. I mean, it's a big portion of life. You got to have some, but I just don't understand what a lot of these people don't understand. That gawking and lovey-dovey all over these celebrities and giving them compliments and supporting them is not doing you any good, and because it doesn't reflect how they really feel. I was just telling my wife, for an example, the WWE wrestling company goes out of their way to pay John Cena, Alexa Bliss, or whoever they want to see. Imagine if these poor kids had to go out there and worry about what if they had actually, or their parents, so them kids had to go out of their way to try to come up with this money. You know why they don't? Because of the company. The company that they work for pays them in advance, and they set it up, work it around their schedule. Like they was all big and mighty about old Connor, there for a while, and then it's like he just died off. Yeah, you don't even hear it no more. You don't even hardly hear him speak of it or talk about the charity thing they came up with. Nothing about it much. And it's sad, but it's like, what do you got to do? To illustrate the point with, and I know this video goes out to the public, so I'm not the only one that's going to be seeing it or whatever, but people on there can people out here can make videos and show stuff and get people on there and live chatting and everything else. Where I had said, I wasn't big on this coming out here and having live chat videos anymore because the simple fact that, it's small stuff, and Indians don't stay on whatever. But no, I'm tired of you know getting these people that's you know. I told my wife if we had tried to explain anything, I don't know whether she's put this in one of them church letters or not, but I can imagine if she has. I can imagine. I could imagine he's probably uptight and somebody that you don't know. You know, you really can't tell them a whole lot, and they're like, "Oh, you just well." Like I said, it wasn't something at first, but over the years, I said, "Man, if you could find a woman out here on the street, just probably in a ditch somewhere, I don't know, in a bad spot, but you could lend a helping hand to her or something." I said, "Man, it just would make me feel good, knowing that you could at least help one person. You can't help everybody, but situation came up, and it was really, could get the whole thing, the whole idea to come through their head right, in the right way. You know, there's a lot of people that would die to have an offer put to them if it wasn't about money and it wasn't about what you did or didn't have, So I mean, I'm not gonna knock, Twitter any more than I have already. It's just that I'm just saying it needs some adjusting. It needs, really it does need some work done to it. It's kind of got a problem that needs to seriously be addressed. I just think there ought to be some type of, I don't know who all to get a hold of, how you go about it, but Facebook, as much as I want to give it a hard time, at least you could kind of go on there and find some people in a search engine thing. I mean, you can still have the Twitter layout like you got it. It just there needs to be like something added to it where a fella can have a choice. And I don't feel like you have much choice. I mean, it goes by what you like, and that's good. But at the same time, you're only getting people on a limited basis, and other people are showing up in a comments section. But all you're seeing is only this half nakedness. Not saying there's anything wrong, but it's just, I mean, it's just them commenting on that and having convulsions and probably fantasies about these people that they're never going to meet. They're never going to see them up close. And there's a lot of regular people that I've seen. It hadn't been famous that you lay your eyes on. Just looks just as good as these on TV. They just have a better way of going about themselves. And I've said, and I've not ever been put in a position to be able to show this, but I have said, that if I could have had the fortune to have had what I wanted to have happen, which is probably do something somewhere in the music or something, in some capacity. I don't know what it'd be exactly, but just something. I said, if I get to where I got so much of that money, I'd like to go out and just, give the biggest portion of it away to something that, could use it and helps some of these, people, that needs it, as they'd come off more of, I mean, no wonder. Yeah, I probably won't watch them. I don't watch that much TV as it is anyway, but it makes me not even want to watch it. Because I mean, to let anybody know that you watched them or had heard of whoever it be, would it be a singer or movie star or whatever it be, or sports athlete or something. But again, it's just, it's that whole fantasy thing. I never, you know, I never. That's why I didn't want to go see a lot of the people that one time one time I had a chance to go meet one of the lady wrestlers, and I turned that down. I saw how the Taker thing went, and I didn't want to have to do that again, same place, just a year later, same scenario. And she probably would have been a little nicer, but I don't know. But I just I'm out of the celebrities phase. I'm just out of it, because you can't you can't really come out, just like I can't say Alexa Bliss was my number one, but I was going to make it that way if my wife was, if we was going to be able to, we presented this offer out there on her Twitter and was just talking about, kind of what we was hoping for. She got, everything was good till she wanted to talk about all this money and everything, all this stuff that Feather can't afford. Feather can't afford $200-300 to put on cards and take pictures, snap pictures of stuff, So, but I don't know what tell my wife or what. Ain't much more she can do, and nothing more I could really do. I cut it short yesterday. I didn't mention this, but I cut it short yesterday, about 2 hours. I got the don't cares. I mean, if I was going to quit hiding it and just come out and say, hey, I just don't fucking feel like talking to you. No, I mean, not exactly like that, but just come out. Get these old people away, get them off of us. Get them to where they won't come up. If we're ever going to find something, we're going to have to get this stuff stopped somehow. And it's not like I said, if they had people, family of their own, I'd understand that. But I'm tired of just these people that just comes up in the store and they're 60, 70 years old and they ain't nobody I hardly know. Just want to say hi, hello. Just like the other day, I jumped down a few of them's throat the other day because they fucking promoting somebody else's fucking little kids and stuff. Like we fucking care. I can understand some people would say, well, make excuses all day long for it, but they don't come around. We're not a babysitting service. My wife, for some reason, I think a lot of it's this damn Facebook business that we had. And that's where all the exposed attention, most of it, comes from. When she had that one that had almost 5,000 people on it. That's kind of what we get what we reap what we sow, as they say, when you do that. Just like the one that was talking about earlier, she claimed she was one of them 5,000 people. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. But, I don't know. Like I said, what's going to be, because there ain't anything else. I put playlists out here for everybody to look at certain things. I don't know how to do the uploading videos and all that stuff, so I ain't gonna be getting 100 people to come on here and subscribe to the channel. But I just wish somebody out there would kind of be able to put themselves in our shoes a little bit Not saying you have to be handicapped, but somebody that knows how it feels, just kind of be, without a, I'd be working right now if it wasn't for the fact that I know it would get messed up. Something would happen, another one of these damn viruses, like my wife was talking about. Now instead of calling a cold or flu the flu or bronchitis. Now everything that we do, whether we sneeze, cough, fart, anything we do, oh my God, it's the COVID-19 virus. Well, if like I told my wife earlier, I have yesterday, and even since this thing started, we could sit here and make excuses all day long. Yeah, I'll put a mask on when I'm in Mary's bus. So anybody that's from Decatur or somebody has said, "Oh yeah, Derek, yeah, I saw him wearing this or that," and comes out here and wants to make that. Yeah, I'm trying to do the right thing because that's one of the ways we got to get out. So we don't go no further than the local store. It don't really bother me that bad. So, I've always said, I'm not knocking it, but if my body don't feel no different than it is, I take a simple Tylenol once in a while for a cold. No, I'm not going to have stuff stuck up my ass. I ain't going to have them sticking them up my nose and everything else. And I'm not doing that. I don't believe these fucking computers. They're only as good as the people that programmed them in the first place. And the only thing we're doing is adding to the problem. A few people, the people, well, let me put it this way. The people that's had the COVID-19 virus, the real thing, they know that they either died or almost have died on the table. And a lot of them ain't here. But I do not consider a sneeze, a cough, something I've had, anything a part of that. I mean, that's why there's a difference in the flu and all the other stuff. We were raised up in the 80s. Nobody, I told my wife, I said, nobody back in the 80s, 90s, early, mid 2000s, nobody was wearing any mask or promoting anything like this. I was trying to read that sign over on the bus yesterday. Said it come from China somewhere or whatever, and it started over there, and then I guess people from America was over there, came over here, and then brought that shit over here, and it's supposedly some kind of respiratory, thing, which explains, why it's a virus. That'd be respiratory, so that's the insides. But, I would not trade I would rather go to any state in America than the food with going overseas to any country. If I had to choose. I'm not giving up my hometown or going to promote anything, over another. But, we just got to, hope that somebody will not look at us like we're Justin Bieber or a damn fucking, one of these fucking famous people. We're not coming out here to do that. What we're trying to come out here and do is show people we're regular people. There's a lot of people. If you don't believe me, just go on some of them other sites. Just type anything in that has anything to do with dating or anything adult themed. There's people out there with profiles and different things. do the same thing we are. Basically, a bestie of some kind. They could live with, cherish, have something to do. A couple out there just like us is probably in the same shape, but can't get anywhere because apparently, everybody's got this problem with either watching too much news or too much celebrity gossip. I don't have time to go through everybody's profile and know whether they're the real person or not. I can only go by what my eyes have read or my ears have heard. So I don't know, but I'm just saying that, the whole experiment with the wrestling thing and the whole 9 yards and the singers and all that other stuff, it's not going to go nowhere. I'm never going to be able to prove with my eyeballs or my ears because they don't have the time to call. They don't have the time to come actually do one thing and come meet you. So I can't say that, they're the real deal. I don't insult them on a text or anything and say they're fake. I don't want them to get their little butt hurt and then say, oh, well, that gives me enough reason to not talk. So, as I told my wife, I said, there is many of people. We had one about almost 4 years ago. We had one that people would have died over. My grandmother was jealous of her. So that's got to be fake. And that's that. I don't like how things ended. Don't get me wrong. But, it wasn't my choice. The person came on their own. I didn't look them up. I'd gotten on there, got on my PS3 at the time and checked my Facebook. I check stuff like that every day. I still check, even though Twitter might not be the best thing in the world, I still will kind of every once in a while maybe look into it, check it out, see if it's something. But I'm through talking. I want to see some action. I know it's ridiculous. They have to come out here and put this out here and hope, that one of these days somebody will understand, I don't care. And if it is a guy, and if they were to have somebody that they know, I would appreciate that offer, appreciate the gesture. Of course, like all things, you have to kind of check everything out. And like I said, we're not real religious. We're not about no political business. We're not about, we're not against any color or race or anything. We're not out here to promote any kind of movements. I'm not going to sit there and go through all them. It's funny how people, will look at celebrities, speaking of something, and they'll say, in the people that will flock to their rescue when they hadn't done a damn thing for them, hadn't ever seen them in person, hadn't supported them most likely at all. But the minute they say, "Oh, I'm in jail," or I'm locked up in the house," well, it's like that Britney Spears stuff. If she'd always stayed the way she was in the beginning and been a more mature adult about some things and some choices, she wouldn't have got herself in it. A lot of the things that she did them multiple times. Saying she couldn't be trusted, and she's going around slutting around and doing things that, a lot of the other celebrities do. They're in and out, playing people. Celebrity getting up with another celebrity just like asking for trouble, most of the time. Almost all the time. I mean, there's a few exceptions. Country music, I think Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, I think they're okay. But like I said, there's a lot of that. It's just, it's like, I like looking at the outside too, but you need the whole package. You need the inside to match the outside. You need both. You can't just have one. I mean, that's kind of the problem. We all look the same, smell the same, act the same, pretty much. We all have feelings. Some gets hurt easier than others. Some, but I mean, it depends how you handle it. Whether me and my wife can manage, that's that person's call. My advice would be, if you don't match what we're looking for in this video, and you don't want a $700 something ring that we bought, along with some other stuff that's out here, it's on the video. We personally paid for it out of our money. We didn't have to. And no, it ain't to buy anyone's. It ain't like a friends for benefits thing or nothing. This is just, some thank you gifts, or however you want to put it, to kind of initiate you into the fold. That you have something as a keepsake, that you can always wear and show it off. Yeah, it's probably not the prettiest ring ever, by no means, of course, but it's not the most expensive, but it's a 10-karat gold ring, and it's worthy of somebody having it. The problem is trying to find that and that will appreciate the offer. That's the thing. And there's other stuff in there too. There's nail polish, some makeup. A lot of this stuff didn't cost much, but it's stuff that you can buy at the store. And nobody has a cow, but if somebody had a dad or an uncle or someone in the, not just a mom or anything, but somebody of could say, yeah, I understand they don't get out much. Like my wife said, she runs an errand and does my phone bill. We've got December's caught up, so we need to get at least past January and get it. Then we can, if we get it early enough, we can put our checks together and get that, then we'll be okay. We have a trash bill every 3 months. So we don't normally get every week, money on that. We try to get us up over that hump. But anyway, no, we just, when somebody's asking, how are we doing? It's the same as usual, it's just house things, house stuff that everybody's supposed to do. TV's not really a big thing for me, although I don't mind a good movie now and then. I don't mind a good, love music, we like to have somebody that we can sing to or sing with and do all these fun things that my wife mentioned earlier. I mean, we're not the high-flying type people, daredevils type thing. We're not no party animals, in the way that everybody smokes or drinks or even drugs or whatever. We're straight-edge people in that manner. But for all the things that we've been through, it may sound one-sided, but I could say it this way. There's people out there like me and my wife that feel the same way. As we deserve something pretty nice and special. Nobody is perfect here, but you can be as close as you can be when you got the right person. We're going to have a up or down once in a blue moon, aside from, but it's not going to be nowhere near as bad. It'll be something you can do in 5 minutes. You can go up, hug them, say, hey, everything's okay. or whatever, give you a hug and a kiss or something. But like I said, whatever, like I said, we do things like I said at times. We like to cuddle up and watch a movie. Sometimes we'll make out now and again or something. But like I said, a lot of the stuff is what we need on the inside. The inside is what we really need to have and have things in common, like our Braves baseball. We like old boxing stuff. We like the UFC stuff, and in its early days, most of it. I've got cartoons. She's got reborn dolls, art. She likes to draw, color. We go shopping. I wouldn't mind doing that, too, some of the stuff. But yeah, there's no fishing or hunting. We're not into really anything like that. Uh, we don't do that. It's, just something we're not into. I mean, this would have to be a perfect match. Don't just watch 5 minutes of this video. Really, really try to understand. We didn't want to drive. Me and my wife didn't want to drive. It's just another problem that you'll have. Another one of these um, bills that you had to pay. Another gas bill, and if your car does tear up, there's you go. There's another bill that I would have had to pay and don't have the money for. But yeah, we get about $1,100 or somewhere thereabouts. We have a payee. We rent out here, Decatur, Tennessee, the 37322 zip code, 423 area code. But yeah, if there's anybody within, has either been in Decatur or knows someone or something, and you can either watch this video and like I said, we got our numbers and stuff out here. And I need to keep putting them out here every time I turn around, but we don't want any hateful stuff. A large reason why we don't just keep putting them on the video, and plus it gets kind of ridiculous after a while. But if you match anything in this video and there's something out there that you like, and you like most things that you hear, if you're out here on one of these side roads, out here on Hunter Bend Road or one of the other, I can't think of all these roads. There's Goodfield Road, it's Stetson Square Apartments. Anybody up there that's not into drugs, I mean, you don't necessarily, and I will make this clear, you don't necessarily have to have a lot at all. But, because at the same time, I could see somebody with literally nothing or almost nothing, and we could do just fine, just depending on how easy going you are. And if you have been through something bad, it's not that you can't talk to us about it. It's just I hate when somebody says we don't know what we're talking about because we've never been through it. We ain't never been through it because we've not put ourselves or allowed ourselves to be put in a situation like that on purpose. It goes back to being smart. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's had to deal with something. Just because you ain't never been put in jail or never got a speeding ticket doesn't mean you've not necessarily had to deal with anything in the law. There's other ways. But has sometimes you have to call 911 and different things, and some things have happened to a fella in their lifetime that sometimes you're proud of and sometimes not. Just depends. But nobody up here's no woman or no person on earth is perfect, and so. But we can talk about all these things that you want to talk about. It just I'd hope that you understand that we have a good idea of where to go and what needs to be done. It's not that we're bossing you around or telling you what to do or how to do something, but it's you know, we're just trying to look out for your own good, you know. And just like with we dubbed her the crack whore, but you know, she was here 9, 10 months ago. We're going on 11 months now, but she's one example that you can always use of everything that she had, she did wrong. You know, everything that she could have been doing right, which is getting herself on her feet, getting her a job, having you know, having something for herself and for those kids to be able to get a break from mom for a while and go see daddy. Well, she didn't do it. She, you know, and then when she wanted to go do it, she did the damnedest thing she could do, which is go over to his damn house instead of just going outside here and doing her business out there. I mean, yeah, I don't like hearing about it, and I don't want to be in the same room a lot of times with that going on. But you know, I'd have been fine with it if she hadn't pushed the button that she pushed. And then on top of that, she just come back in a day or two, and then it'd be the same problem we'd have had, except that maybe she might have worked something out. Maybe she wouldn't have. Who knows? I mean, and then if she had, you know, well, okay, so the kids would be not up her ass 24/7 supposedly, but then again, the next time that she fucking had one of her problems, you would have never known what the future might hold, and they might be back at the same problem. So I did the only thing I thought I could do at the time for me and my wife with this person at the time, which was send her back out, which the door should come in, because I couldn't believe that two handicapped people that's got, you know, I take medicine for, you know, seizures and things. I don't have them anymore, but I, you know, take it for precaution stuff, for precaution reasons. But anyway, you know, blood pressure pills and things like that. I got vitamin D, so I take. But anyway, you know, I wish somebody would just look at the video. Yeah, maybe we say what's on our mind and we're open minded like that. We really don't, you know, care too much. What? Okay. Where you at? That you? There's the dog she got yesterday. There's Holly there. Say hello. But hang on. Okay. Well, anyway, hopefully, you know, like I said, we can just kind of find something, you know, as soon as possible, you know, as time's just going to waste, going bye. Every second, every minute goes by. Every day goes by is one less day I ain't gonna have. So longer you sit there and pout and sit in your little corner. If you're one of them that really wants out of your situation, we're offering to take you in. You can sit there and be like the crack whore. you can live in the past and be talking about your problems and not fixing them. Just bringing them up all the time, like that one we had up here. And what my wife was referring to about the sleeping portion. Yeah, she slept 2 days or whatever, and then now day three I got up and I said, "Hey, are you just gonna sleep all the time or what?" I said, "If you are," I said, if you ain't gonna do anything else, I said, you just get up and leave if you want." I said, "Cause I don't like seeing just somebody." So basically, she explained, "Well, I had kids for 3 or 4 days in a row, or how many. Okay, so her mom and dad, which is still living, I reckon at the time, I don't know. Uh, they were then, but I don't know now. I don't hang around. Remember, my wife don't, but occasionally, very rarely they have been in the store, but very rarely, very rarely. But anyway, but she's going on about all this other stuff, you know. This crack whore was. So I don't know what I'm going to do if something happens to them. Well, I don't know either. But if you can't be straight edge and you can't take responsibility for your own issues, nobody made you do them. You chose to do them. You got to take responsibility. So, that's my only thing with it because, again, that's kind of where it's at. With everything, you can't just, you know, blame other people. It's not our fault that there's stuff out here like that. If I had it my way and I could take cigarettes and beer and all this stuff that makes all this stuff happen, I would. I definitely would do it. I'd like to see people starve for that shit. Cause it's nasty. Why would you want that in your mouth or anywhere near you? It just uh, it just causes you to have to clean up, take another shower. Your breath stinks if you got any of that in your mouth. And you've got the fact that drugs can kill you. You're just harming yourself, and you're just throwing your life away. I may feel like sometimes not wanting to really be here. I don't see any reason to be here. Actually, just being honest. It's not the same when you're a kid, but if there's a special person or something comes along, then my wife can see to it that we really got something special. That would make all the difference in the world in how we feel and think. But right now it's a eat, sleep, repeat. It's basically all it is, and cleaning the house. What few things, but yeah, I mean, it just runs through your head. You don't have no, there's no reason to, and everybody like that damn Tiffany out here. She don't understand there was things more important than her being in the house and prancing around here, act like she's supposed to be the star of the show, and she shouldn't at no point in time. I am going to watch and keep my eye out the next time if there is another one of these chances that same scenario happen. I'll make sure that we have proper measures put in place so we don't have another accident. But hopefully we meet somebody before that happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, did you want to put something else? Oh, okay. Well, we're a little over there, I guess. We'll end this video, but anyway, just like I said, watch it if you're interested. You know what to do. But just to cover you, I don't think we've done it in a while. But if you're somebody out there, and like my wife was describing, and I'm describing, then if you're slim to average body type, like I say, it's 20s and 30s. Race ain't gonna make any difference. We just whatever comes. But you know, uh, we got basic phones. Probably need to put that there. Basic phones. It's just call and text. Ain't no modern stuff. No uh, getting on getting on the internet except for our computer here, which we only paid
Yeah.
$300. I know. We put it out there before, but no, I mean, it's getting old having to do it. So hopefully, if it's just somebody out here in the local area, I mean, maybe Fair can see to it, you know, get somewhere hopefully with it soon. What? Oh, I forgot. Oh, but okay, here she is.
Sorry, I had to go take a shower. But I wanted to show you guys my Christmas tree that I found yesterday. See, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh, God.
But I agree with my husband on everything. It's just like, I feel something he does, it's ridiculous, I feel like, he does, my heart's feeling like it's just teared apart, and the only thing I can do is do laundry and take care of my baby dolls and do dishes and laundry. It's just like he's at repeat, sleep, repeat. Like Brock Lesnar shirt says, conquer, sleep, and repeat. Thanks a lot, Brock Lesnar, for your t-shirt. It comes in handy. Yeah, I'm not a big WWE fan like I used to be, but Brock Lesnar shirt comes in a good way. Yeah, I'm glad he did come back because we needed somebody that was strong. But we just watch TV and talk once in a while, and like he said, sometimes we make up, but that's not what a relationship's all about. It's about having fun and being a family. I told him yesterday. I said, I told him in the bed, because I felt like crying on his shoulder. I felt like crying because Alexa really, really, really hurt me because she said I didn't want her. I never said that. When she texted up, my heart just felt like breaking. I I was raised to be a tomboy. My dad got me into wrestling and basketball and soccer. And, I'm not a big football fan. I used to be. I used to go for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I used to go for them. And Dallas Cowboys. I was raised to be a tomboy. I'm not into those big girly girl things. Like I like Disney, and sometimes I'll wear my husband's wrestling shirt, because it makes me feel comfortable. Yeah, I'll wear girl stuff sometimes, like girl outfits and stuff, but sometimes I switch it up. I put on wrestling, or I'll put on baseball, I'll put on softball shirts. I'll put flowers on one day and or pajamas. Because sometimes I don't go everywhere. I like being home with my husband because he really cares about me, and I'm glad that he married me because I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want being alone. It bothered me, and I love him to death. He's my everything that I got left. I don't have family or friends. All my friends pushed me away. That's good. Because I don't need to be stressed out. I don't need to be frustrated. I don't need to be angry. Like my husband said, I used to be on Hawassi medicine. I used to be on that because I was bipolar at the time, and I went to counseling, for my anger management. And my family don't say that I've really, really changed. Derek sees it, but they don't. Derek sees the real good, right person in me that, yeah, like he said, we'll have our ups and downs sometimes, but, there ain't no reason to fuss and fight and argue. I'll go for a walk. If I get upset and I need to go calm down, I'll go outside for a walk. I'll go play with my cows for a while, and then I'll come back and we'll sit down and we'll talk about it, if I need to talk to them about something. You know, a relationship is like a friendship. I'm wanting a unicorn bestie because, I want my own family. I want my own where I can celebrate holidays with, and Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day, and take you out for dinner and spoil you, cherish you, and love you and protect you. I want to make these gospelers out here so jealous that I have a beautiful unicorn Bessie that loves both of us for who we are and not what we're not. We're not here to ask you for your money. We're not here to ask you for your card from you. We're not asking for anything big. Just come on your own. We're not doing money and cards and Unicorn Bestie, I just want you to know, sweetheart, if you come, that would bring so much joy to my heart because I want you to feel like you're loved and cherished and happy. I want to see a smile on your face. I want to see you glow like a bright sun, or a shining ring. You know how they clean the diamond, I just want you to shine. I want you to feel like you could be free. What you've been through, I understand, but you don't want to tell us right away. You don't want to ruin what we got going. I feel like I need to come out here and put my feelings out there because I really want this bad, and I feel like my phone is always silent. I don't barely get phone calls. I don't barely get texts on my phone. You can even ask my husband. My phone's been really quiet because he asked me. Your phone's been quiet the past year. My husband was saying last night. And I said, yeah, baby, my phone's been silent, I mean, all thing I got is to spend time with him, It's just, I don't know what to do with my life. I mean, if it's not meant to be for us to have a unicorn bestie, then it's not meant to be. But if it is, I know you're out there. I know you're probably watching this video while us being live. It's just, it's ridiculous. I mean, come on now, we're adults here. We're not kids. We're not kids anymore. We're not in high school. We're not in middle school. We see, I know from experience, like my husband said, I've been through so much before I got with him. And he helped me cope with that because, I let that go. I moved on. I got a new life with him, like he said, if it's not meant to be, then we need to focus on us.
Well, it's also
And
always something
yeah,
out there. It's just whether they want to do it and get over whatever it is.
yeah,
I don't get an opportunity every day. They want to focus on the past and how we ever going to get.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It has to be.
Let me show what's in that bag.
Yeah, something.
Let's see. I'm gonna put this out here so you guys can see what he's talking about. I got, let's see, I got some nail stuff, hair dye, got a scrunchie, got some more hair dye, another scrunchie, a pink one. Got bubble bath. Got a something these change purse, I guess. Let's see. And this is the biggest surprise. We got a ring. That's the biggest. Let's see. Got a nail filer thing. Got more things for your nails. Got some eyeshadow. Got another fun thing. Got some lip gloss. And got some nail polish. So you guys can see what we got. And we got a dress and a t-shirt with Tessie on it. So here's my husband. Let me fix this bag back up.
Oh, but no, the shirt and everything, we put it up in the room somewhere. We'll have to go find it. It's in the house here somewhere.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I mean, it probably wouldn't make any difference if we went 5 hours a day, but there have been a couple times went at least 3 hours, but I don't know what else really put out, but it's just no, I don't think it's not meant to be. I just think we somehow got we've had chances, had a few things, a few opportunities open up, but either they failed to realize what they really had, or and I can understand. Like I said, they want to show off what they got in their inner circle, which can be a good thing a part of the time, but also most of the time can be kind of a bad thing to do right away. Like she was saying, and I'd probably like to see you enjoy yourself for the first few months and let's have a good time versus us going through everybody's past and just, maybe risking somewhat of upsetting somebody or, so that's what I'm saying. I'd like to see, us build it up enough to where, we had enough, good stuff. So when we had, if that came up, and I understand, well, you won't get everything out and open, and some of them's like that. But I just think it's a time and a place, really, for that. And sometimes, it's just not necessary. I mean, especially the first few days in, I would much rather waited a little while and put some effort into getting to see them, what they're about, and learn a few of the things and see if they have anything in common or if there's, I don't know, but no, I mean, it's like I said, just kind of looking at this video and seeing what it's all about. Hopefully it'll reach something out there, someone's heart will I'll be happy to see it. But you know, we got Twitter too. We got, you know, that going right now. I get on it, but I don't. You know, I mean, it's like a really hard to find anything normal. But I mean, yeah, just kind of check it, see. But I mean, it's just too much, mainly too many celebrity things on there and those things like that. It's not really. But I mean, it depends. If it's something we try to answer, you know, things of that nature. But no, I mean, you know, I don't want to sound like there's nothing out there. Of course, there's something out there for everybody to get. It's just, you know, some want jobs, some want some other things, and you know, just there's something out there. It's just, you know, and I know a person out there would like to take, you know, a real 10 karat gold ring and make it their own and have it to wear, and you know, it implies that, you know, everybody's like a one big family here, you know. So, you know, if something, you know, later on in life, you know, happens to us and you're still here, you got that as a memory, and you know that, and you don't have to. What? Yeah. What are you
It's on
doing?
there.
What are you doing now?
My petite on there.
But why?
My little thing.
Oh, God. Oh.
I collect these. I got a little angel. Got an elephant. I like elephants. Like I said. I got another elephant. Another elephant. And I like bunnies. Like I said, I like bunnies. So there you go.
Well, let's see. I know we got.
Yep. That's it.
Okay. Well, probably here in a few minutes, you know, probably check some other stuff out. But yeah, just kind of take a look at the video and look at it all the way through from the beginning. You know, uh, just, you know, hopefully you'll if I watch the whole video. I don't know what she put out here for a title I hadn't seen. But,
Looking for a unicorn bestie indicator.
oh, so anyway, just for sake of the video, everything, we didn't done this in a while. We'll just, you know, Texas first, you know, at least send a picture. And if you want to write ID, seeing their IDs and stuff, I'd just much rather wait and do it in person than having to do all that stuff over the phone. Because, I mean, you know, well, wouldn't mind paying you back if you came up here, you know, would hand you a little bit. But that's why I told my wife, I said, we ain't gonna find probably anything on the internet. I'm not saying it ain't possible, but less likely. But you know, put something out here like this, and somebody out here that may or may not know people like me and her exist out here. Maybe somebody will, you know, come out here and see to it. You know, that maybe they know somebody. Like I said, I'm 37. My wife, she's 34. So, but we have just, you know, photo ID. So no, you know, we get food stamps and that's aside. But anyway, you know, if you got a place, we can get moved out of here. If you get you know, stuff for us to do and can move in. You know, if not, we can do. They can find us an apartment or something and have all three of us there, or whatever. We can look around. So don't give up just because you may not have everything. It is mainly we need the intelligent part. We need the brain. We need the thoughts and the things that we need. The way a woman should be. We need those kind of things to be right. It can't be just can't be just about the outside stuff all the time. What? Oh,
I am
I thought you were done.
I'm a reaper.
Okay. You got something else you want to show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, she's got plenty more of those, but so it would help if you kind of like some of this stuff and understood it. There's a lot of people does it. I don't know how you go about getting out here finding people on these kind of things, YouTubes and things of that nature. I don't know how you go about it, but or whatever. But cause a lot of people don't even put a real picture out and don't, But anyway, I guess we'll get off here now and we'll see how everything comes out.